Little Rock, Arkansas, welcome back to the 07 Gymnastics Championships. Corey Kessler, Lori Strong-Ballard, and this is Courtney Kupets for the University of Georgia.
So let's catch you up on where Georgia stands right now. They have had one fall on the balance beam, and now they are depending on Courtney Kupets to hit. She's not only the #1 ranked beam worker in the country right now, she's the defending national champion on this event, and that's why. Back handspring layout, solid as can be.
And a two-time Olympic medalist, Courtney Kupets.
And as an Olympian, she knows all about this intense pressure. Required full turn. Well done. Again, you can hear the floor music in the background. At times, it's quite loud in this arena. Concentration is key. Courtney still has another major connection coming up here. Switch leap, beautiful split position into a gainer layout, another solid landing. Florida has been hitting on the vault. Georgia cannot afford to count a fall on this first event. Two back handsprings to a double back. Chest a little bit low on the landing. She takes a small step, but a solid routine. This routine is packed full of difficulty from start to finish, and it ends with an E-level skill, the most difficult skill you can do in gymnastics. That's the double back, a little bit low on the chest again, and a tiny step on the landing, but not many deductions.
The judges scored a 9.825 for the sophomore from Georgia. Amanda Castillo now, the freshman who is so talented for the Florida Gators.
Throwing some big-time difficulty here. Yurchenko, 1.5 twist, tiny hop on the landing. Look at that enthusiasm. That's the kind of energy that head coach Rhonda Fain says has brought so much to this Florida team. She adds some extra difficulty to this vault by adding another half twist to the full. Most of the athletes are doing the full twist. Amanda went one step further.
One of the best gymnasts for the Georgia Gym Dogs is Katie Heenan. She's a team leader with a proven record. Here's Lori Strong-Ballard with more.
Katie Heenan was already a decorated gymnast before coming to UGA. 6 times Heenan was a member of the U.S. national team, and at the 2001 World Championships, she won a bronze medal on the bars.
To make it into finals with my idols like Courtney and then to medal and to stand up next to her on that stand was really like a dream come true. And even my dad in the stands was, I think he shed a tear because it was kind of like almost like a fairy tale story.
It's something that we appreciated in Katie, and certainly something that she holds close to her heart as an accomplishment that she had. But she never fell back on that. She never had an attitude, well, you know, I was a world, medalist.
When it came time to attend college, Heenan's heart was out west.
My heart, honestly, was set on UCLA, but when we started doing the recruiting, the coaches came into the house, and I kind of fell in love with Georgia and the idea of the South. And I took my trips to visit, and on my way back from visiting Georgia, I called Jay Clark and told him that I was coming. There was no doubt in my mind that this is where I wanted to be.
I can remember, sitting by myself with her and her family on the hillside the day of a football game and just having a really heart-to-heart, honest conversation. What are your concerns? What are people saying about us that you want to talk about? And I think that she really felt the sincerity in the conversation that, above all else, if she came to Georgia, she would, we would always know where each other stood. I sense that there was just a connection there that day on that side of that hill at the football game.
And since Katie put on the Georgia uniform, she has been the go-to girl for the Gym Dogs. Her reputation for stepping up in the clutch began at the 2005 SEC Championships. As a freshman, she anchored the beam, and in Georgia's final rotation, her routine secured another SEC title for the Gym Dogs.
I told her, she's in that position because I believe in her. It's clear and simple. I believe in her. And, we have so much confidence in Katie that it doesn't matter what's at stake. It doesn't matter how many people fell before her or what score she needs. We don't even talk about it. I just look at her. It's like an eye contact thing, and it's like, the meet's not over till Katie finishes beam, and that's what we told her that day before the SEC Championship. The meet's not over till Katie dismounts beam, and she loves that. She loves it. She embraces that position.
That is probably one of my highlights here at Georgia, just because when I landed that beam routine, it was in Gwinnett, and so the whole arena, it seemed like, stood up, and we knew right there that we had won it. and I just felt so honored to be in that position.
Don't be fooled by that smile. Katie Heenan is a fierce competitor, but she loves to perform and put on a show.
I just have so much fun doing what I'm doing, and I'm loving life now, and it's kind of like everything that I went through before I got here. This is just such a reward for all that hardship, all that, you know, pain, and all the hours I put in the gym, and, you know, not going to school, and all those different things, and this is like the ultimate reward.
I think it's just the sincerity of Katie. You know, it's not, she's not smiling because she's putting on a show. She's not smiling because I said you have to smile when you do floor exercise. She just loves it, and she feels it, and she loves to perform.
And she'll have her chance right now as she's about to perform on beam, Lori.
And once again, she's the anchor of this lineup, and Georgia has had one fall. This year, the circumstances are flipped. Beam is Georgia's first event in '05. It was their last event. But without a doubt, Georgia's SEC title hopes depend on Katie getting a hit here. Straddle jump to a sheep jump. It's important when an athlete's under this kind of pressure to keep going over the key phrases and key words in their mind. Front tuck to a wolf jump, solid.
Watching her on the beam, Lori, what differences do you notice about her than maybe in '05?
Well, pretty much she's competing the same routine she competed as a freshman, but maybe now with a little bit more confidence. She's really attacking some of the combinations like the front tuck to the wolf jump that we saw earlier.
And of course, the anchor of the defending national champion, Georgia Gym Dogs, looks like she's preparing for her dismount.
Round off double twist, and again, just like in '05, she nails the landing. So Georgia gets their 5th stuck routine. 6 athletes compete, 5 scores must count. They can drop their fall, and that is the combination I was talking about. You can see the smile on her face as she finishes the jump. She knew she got after that front tuck to a wolf jump.
And a smile for the Georgia Gym Dogs, a 9.90 for Katie Heenan. Here's Ashley Reed, the junior for the University of Florida.
Florida and Georgia matching scores at this point. Ashley going for the big difficulty with the 1.5, the same vault we saw Amanda Castillo just perform, but it was clean and very good on the landing.
She says her best events are the vault and bars, and this was a nice vault for Ashley Reed.
People around the country have talked about Florida's upgrade in difficulty, and it's vaults like that that really solidify that statement.
So after the first rotation, Georgia with a slight edge. LSU digging themselves an early hole. We'll be back with rotation 2.